Hello, it's Jane Turner here from writewithjane.com, and I'm with Adriana, and so that I don't mispronounce your surname, would you tell me what it is?
Cecere.
Cecere. And Adriana is the author of Simple Strategies to Success, and I am just so curious about this book, where it fits in with your business, and how you've been going as an author, getting the book out there and how you use it.
Sure, that's a good question. A while ago, I thought that it'd be great to be able to get my methodologies together in a book form to help a wider audience at a cost-effective rate. For those people that couldn't afford a consultant or advisor, to give them the basic fundamentals to pretty much get their business tracking.
And so what you unconsciously did, or consciously of course, is that you built a bridge between you and your potential clients.
Correct.
Because it's often a big journey from thinking that I need some help to actually reaching out and booking in for that initial consult. So very wise. And look, we're here at your wonderful event for the Business Breakthrough community. And of course, one lucky person wins a copy of this book.
Yes.
And it's another opportunity for you to just have that way for people who come to this event. Sure, they've already stepped out of their comfort zone if they've not met you before.
Yes.
But again, if all they do is walk away with the book, get some great value in the book, then it's a mechanism, isn't it, for you to be able to just share your message further afield.
It's true. Yeah, the book's definitely to get a wider reach and to help the wider community, and that's what this event is about as well.
Indeed.
Bringing together the community of really good business people to pretty much help each other to develop and thrive.
And I am so curious about how you have grown this group.
It's amazing.
And I've been to now, this is my third event, and the energy, I go to a lot of networking events, but the energy here is just wonderful. And your numbers, each time they've gone up and up and up. What are you doing? How are you doing this?
Connecting with good people. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah, offering value and connecting with really good people. That's all it is. We're really blessed, and I'm actually touched. I was so excited when I had the first, and it took off, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go because it's so hard to get people together in the workday.
Oh, yes.
And it's all about helping them by giving them tools and value to develop a community which they can trust and support, and to develop themselves and their business to thrive. And it's just caught on. Yeah. So we're able to attract really good people, and it's developed from there.
And to share how I came to be here is that one of my clients has worked with you, and she said, oh, you should really check out Adriana's event, because of course I guess it's like-minded people, isn't it really? 100%. But word of mouth, I dare say, has this all grown through word of mouth?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that speaks volumes, really, doesn't it?
And it's amazing what you do as well. I was speaking to my client, and she was telling me about you, and I wish I knew about you when I was writing my first book.
Tell me more.
So what happened was, going to a bit of personal detail, when I was pregnant with my first child, I thought at that time, years before that, maybe if I was to be pregnant, I'd study law, because I'd try and step back from my busy career. And I thought, no, it's not going to work. I don't need that right now. So at the stage I'm at, otherwise it would be very good. And I thought, I'm just going to write that book now. So to actually think about how to do it, put a framework in place, it took a long time. And a lot of building, peeling back, and then revisiting, this is going out there, it's never coming back. How does it represent what I'm trying to put out there, my personal brands as well? So I ended up getting it together with the framework and worked out what to peel back, and I layered it to get it going. But if I would have known about what you do back then, I would have probably had a few more books.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
So much easier.
Yes, I was almost going to say something totally inappropriate a moment ago when you said you had stepped back because you just had a baby.
Oh, I was still running a 24-hour commercial, laundering and sorting.
Well, through my mind was, not everybody's so lucky to have time out.
Oh, no.
And then I remembered 18 years ago, I was in that experience, and I certainly had anything but time out. So you're pretty amazing.
We're blessed to have a really good little girl, and she's still everywhere. So,
okay, all right. Well, look, you're cutting yourself a lot of slack, but I think a lot of people don't have the wherewithal, which is where I do come in. And yes, I could have, I think, collapsed your time down in terms of getting it, and perhaps your stress around, is this any good? Does this structure work? And it's taken me 5 years, well, in fact, it took 5 years to write my first book. It's taken me 5 years to then grow my business around the book. So just to, let's hold our books up. This is Mindset for Business equals, it meets, I should say, Strategies to Success. And I wrote Mindset for Authors to help people. It's how to overcome perfectionism, procrastination and self-doubt. But it's to help the people who were like I was. And don't we so often do that? That was the first book, took me 5 years. But my journey now, in terms of this is the journey, this is what I used to overcome the journey of writing my first book. The book I'm writing now is the journey of how to create a sustainable business. This is not easy. So I'm in the process of repurposing Mindset for Authors is becoming Mindset for Business.
Fantastic.
And there's a lot more to go in here about breaking down your blocks around money, around self-worth, although self-worth is covered here, people-pleasing, and a whole new awareness that I have around narcissists. How many of those are out there trying to sell us their program is the only thing we need to go straight to 7 figures? If you ever hear that, guys, run a mile. But anyway, this is just, we could talk forever, but I do recommend your book, Simple Strategies to Success, and I definitely recommend this this networking group if you're in Sydney or, you know, easy driving distance from Sydney. So congratulations. I think you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.